It's good to see everybody jumping in. It's gonna look a little bit different tonight. Obviously, you see me on the porch chilling. We don't have no internet at the house. I'm on the cell phone. We're gonna take it back like it was back in the day, about 4 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago when it started. We've been without internet for a little over 24 hours now. We had no power last night, so it's getting real interesting. Um, I don't know what's going on, but for whatever reason, somebody's telling me to take a break. We finally got our power back on last night. I don't know. It's probably about 9 or 10 o'clock. I wasn't able to work today. Wasn't able to get anything done. Can't get online. Obviously, you can't access any information that's stored in the cloud when you don't have internet. Um, who knows if I got this set up right? I forgot how to do it from my phone because I always do it from StreamYard. Anywho, it's good to see everybody start coming in. I want to jump on for sure. Even without internet, I was going to do it just from the cell phone just because we finally hit 10K today. And I wanted to say thank you and how much I appreciate you guys. As always, you guys are amazing. The community's been extremely supportive. Hey, Pam, it's good to see you. Don, what's going on? It's good to see you too. John, what's up, brother? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, man, I finally made it into the 180s, man. I finally passed that 190 goal that I had when I started this journey out, April the 17th of 2022. I wait on Tuesday. Listen, it's gonna actually be funny, man. I posted in the group, and you know, and made a post. What's up, Wick? Good to see you, country girl. Mama, it's good to see you. Michelle, good to see you. Um, I made a post in the group. I went back, obviously I'm still in Carnivore Quest. Those are my peoples. And then we got Carnivorous Community as well. Um, just reminiscing back whenever I set this goal, how unattainable it seemed. And then we get to the day that it actually happened on Tuesday. I stepped I don't weigh it about once a month now, but I stepped on the scales, weighed in at 188, snapped the picture, and didn't think anything about it, man. I really didn't. Honestly, I just didn't think about it until night before last. Somebody was commenting on one of the social medias I was talking to, and they said something about my weight, and I went back and looked because I just wasn't, like I said, wasn't paying attention, and I was like, oh, it's 188. I've lost 269 pounds. And funny enough, I was like, I'm not where I want to be, but and I said, hold up, time out for a second. I actually am where I want to be. When it comes to weight wise, I finally met that goal, and it was extremely humbling. I was all in my feels. The first person I text was Larry, and I was like, Larry, man, I hit that goal and didn't even realize it, brother. Um, and it's still kind of surreal, man. I'll be honest with you. You go through all the processes. You put in the work. You do the stuff, man, and then you get to the goal. And then for it to happen the way that it happened with me, it's extremely humbling. It's more than words can really describe because of the emotions at all. To see how far the journey's come for me. Thank you guys so much for the encouragement, for everything that you guys do, because I do gain so much encouragement from you guys and so much inspiration from you guys as well. Um, and as you guys are well aware, most of the people, most of you guys are in the group as well. The journey's not over, man. It just changes, and I'm seeing even more and more every day now that just because you reach goals don't mean some goals don't mean all the challenges stop, because they just change. They just get different. Trust me. And I want to see each and every one of you get the goals, and that's a priority. What's up, Mike? Good to see you, brother. Oh man, appreciate you, John. Kara, congrats. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's amazing, man. Yeah, the graph's insane. The thing about the graph is interesting though, John. Like if you look at the overall picture, which is what I posted from the start to the finish, it looks almost straight down for the most part. But if you zoom in on that graph at particular points, the graph looks almost flatlined. And that's why, I bring out and I mention so many times that you can't judge your weight and progress by a short amount of time. A lot of people get, discouraged because the scale goes up or the scale goes down. If you zoom in on that graph to each little point and, data point, you'll see sometimes that graph goes up and that graph goes down and that graph stays flatline, but overall it drops. And so, it is, everybody wants to lose weight. We say that time and time again. It is important. Nobody's going to say that it's not. Most of us are trying. Obviously there's a few exceptions. Obviously, some people want to gain weight, like my buddy Mike right here. But most of us get into this because we want to lose weight and because we want to get healthy, and it's definitely discouraging. And somebody even mentioned to me earlier, what does mental transformation look like to me? For me, mental transformation means looking at things in a different way, having a different perspective, realizing that you can do hard things. You can do so much more than you give yourself credit for doing. You just have to find that power, find that consistency. And just because you have been a certain way in the past doesn't mean you have to continue to be that way in the future. You know, whatever it takes to get where you want to be, that's what you have to be willing to put in. And that's for every single one of us, know, and you have, promise you. And the reason I know that you can do this, every single one of you, is simply because I did it. And I had no motivation. I had no consistency. I had very little desire to keep living. And I did it. And I know that you can too. And that's why I say you can do this. You can continue this process. You may have failed. That doesn't mean you're going to fail. You may have stumbled. That doesn't mean you're going to continue to stumble. I say it, and I will continue to say it. Don't keep making a mistake just because you made one. So, absolutely. Let me jump in these comments. Good to see everybody. Steph, thank you so much. Yeah, Hillary, good to see you from Australia. Awesome. You might not be far from my friend Wendy that I did the video with. That video is doing amazing, and I'm happy. Not just because it's my video, not just because I had some amazing guests on there, but I wanted that video to be good for Lindy because she has endured and put in a lot of work too. And I'm super duper proud of her. She has done amazing, and I'm excited to see it. She's one of the sweetest people I've ever talked to, and she was overcome with joy, and she was excited and probably nervous because, man, I'm nervous every time I go live too, or go, make a video. Um, there's something about getting in front of a camera and getting in front of people and talking. It doesn't matter how much experience you have. It doesn't matter how much time you have in. When you come from a place like most of us find ourselves in, isolated, depressed, bad health, poor physical condition, isolation is the big one. Usually people aren't able to step in front of a camera and immediately be photogenic and conversate with people, and it takes a while. And a lot of that was probably what had to do with the way that I was whenever I started doing my lives back 4 months ago. Whenever I was used to talking in public and talking to people, but it had been 3 years, man. 4 years really, since I had done something like that. 3 years I was isolated and depressed, and it was just a bad shape. So, let's see. I hope everything's good with you in Australia, Hillary. Carnivore Chris, what's up, man? Hope everything's good in Wisconsin. Good to see you, my friend. Steph, such an inspiration. Absolutely, thank you. My short-term goal is to get to 150-pound club. Currently in the 140s, but it's close. Mike, I got to get you on here, man. They actually put a new feature on the YouTube when you go straight from YouTube where you can have guests on. I don't know how to do it from this screen, or I would bring you on right now. But we got to get together and talk one day. Mike's got a cool channel. He's making some content. So I appreciate you, brother. JG, good to see you, friend. Congratulations, brother. Keep me in prayer. I'm just short of 3 months, down 40 pounds. Amazing. That's awesome. But my lung function has so improved. I have pulmonary sarcoidosis, and carnivore has increased my function. Amen. That's what I'm talking about right there. You can't put a price tag on that, JG. That's good to hear, my friend. I'll definitely keep you in my prayers, friend. I can't wait to see 6 months, a year from now. You done lost 40 pounds. Your breathing's better. I expected it to just better. That's awesome. Hey, what's going on, Miss Perfectly Imperfect Keto? Good to see you, my friend. Glad to see you back and kicking around. I was actually thinking about you today whenever I was scoping through on my phone. Like I said, the reason I'm on the phone for those of you that just joined is because I have no internet at home. I wasn't even able to do my job today. I had to text my boss early this morning and say we out of internet. um, I've contacted the internet provider like 3 times today. They can't even give me a time for when the internet's going to be back on. And I got a meeting tomorrow with our friend Dr. Kiltz. And so hopefully they get it back on by tomorrow. But we'll see. Carnivore Chris, I found some beef. And yeah, absolutely. I actually had to get some steaks today, man, because we were out. Let's see. Absolutely, yeah, man. You can jump on too. I ought to do like a round table like Kerry had. He had like 10 hours of people on his channel the other day, and so I need to have one of those. That looks like fun. It's hard to get it live in with Kerry's live every 5 minutes. It seems like he was live tonight with Dr. Kills, or yesterday. I think it was today though. I don't remember. Hillary, I lost 13 kilograms in 3 months and have 5 kilograms more to go. Was easy. There you go. That's awesome. Good testimony. Put it out there. My mama said, so proud of my son. You rock, Sean. Such a blessing. Well, I'm proud of you too. I love you. I hope everything's good down there where you at. I hope it's not too hot and everything's well. Uh, let's see. Kara, 8 days, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. That's the way to go. Hey, you stay strong, keep pushing forward. You can do it. You'll be there before you know it. Ketovore RN. I seen where you was bringing on Carnivore. I said, we need to hook up. Yeah. Hope the interview and the first live goes well. It's amazing. There's Metamorphosis. What's up? How are you? I hope you are well. It's good to see you. I checked you out with Carrie the other day. A little bit of interview. And so, man, there's so many people I like to have on and just chat with and talk with because I love conversating. So maybe we can work something out too. R. Keaton, you converse very well. Thanks. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, I try, man. You know it. I enjoy talking with you guys. I love chatting, sharing what information. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just a guy with a little bit of experience and a whole lot of heart. Honestly, I want to see people successful. I want to see people change, and I know people can. And I enjoy building the community. I feel like it's definitely our responsibility because you guys would not believe if I told you the thousands of emails that I've received over the last 4 months from people who just listened to my story, related, and were willing to give it a try. It has been absolutely gut wrenching, some of the stories that I've received. And I am so thankful that I'm able to do this journey and share what knowledge I have, and it just inspires me even more every time I get one of those messages. Every time somebody sends me an email and says, "Look, I tried it, I kicked it off. I'm a week in, and I got 17 pounds gone, or I got 4 pounds gone, or I haven't lost any weight, but I'm not giving up hope." It's very inspiring, to me. And I feel like it's delivering exactly what I want to deliver, and that's the message of hope because there's so many people that are hopeless. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You're welcome, Carnivore. Brian, greetings from Baltimore. I hope everything's well in Baltimore with you. Paulette, good to see you. Hope everything's good. Hey, from North Carolina, yeah, you're not far from me, down right below you here. Hillary, are you talking about Lindy? If she lives in Sydney, then I live about 8 hours drive away. Yeah, I don't know exactly. She said what part she lives in. The only thing I can remember, because I've heard it 9 million times, is Perth, and that's where Dr. Chafee is. But I think she did say she was in Sydney. But yeah, that's who I was talking about. Lennox, I feel depressed as hell. I'm overweight and I have no drive to do anything. I'm jobless, haven't worked in 10 years. Man, good gracious. Yeah, I get it, man. That's how I was. It wasn't 10 years, it was 3 years. I was out of work for 3 years whenever I started eating this way. I was depressed. I couldn't take a shower without sitting on the side of the tub. I couldn't get in a car and drive somewhere without the plastic on the sides of the gear knobs pressing into me so hard that it would create sores on the sides of my legs. Yeah, I get that, you know, and you are exactly the type of person that I'm talking to when I say that you don't have to continue living that way. There is hope, and he's sitting right in front of you, and he changed his life by one day at a time, one choice at a time. It's not going to be overnight. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be struggles, but you absolutely can do this. You absolutely can come out in a year and be a completely different person. And my story is still being written. As you can see today, I jumped on specifically just to say thank you and you know, say, hey, I finally reached the goal. And who's to say that, Lennox, that's not you next year? It could be, absolutely, because a year ago, if you had asked me if I would be where I am now, I would have never in a million years been able to predict what's happened. And so I'm extremely thankful. I'm extremely humbled. And I'm here to tell you right now that it could be you. So all it is one step, one moment at a time, my friend. Don't ever stop. Oh, thanks for the thought, Sean. Back in full action. Praise God. Absolutely. Glory to Him. Absolutely. Come see your mother. I have internet. I know, right? If I come see you, I'm not going to want to be on the internet all the time, Mama. Oh, Lennox, that's a good hope thing. Yeah, absolutely. Get him some encouragement. And the other thing, Lennox, too, bro, is this, like, get in a group, get in a small group, get in. I don't know if you do Facebook. If there is, there's Carnivore Quest, there's Carnivorous Community. There's so many communities. Semi-retired Bob's got a community. And Ketovore, Karen, Southern Ketovore, she's got a community. And if you're keto, you know, Ready Set Keto's got a community. That's just the ones that I know off the top of my head. My community that I created was Carnivorous Community on Facebook, and it's for everybody eating the ketogenic way of eating. If you're keto, carnivore, ketovore, it's for you to get in, to get some tips. I've got most of the moderators and people that's, you know, helping out with the group when they can are from all the different spectrums, because I want people that's able to speak to whatever it is that you're trying to do to try to help you when they can. Obviously, we're all doing other things, but whenever we can, there's so many good people in there, so many tips, so many people with experience. So absolutely get in there and get some support, get some accountability, and take it one day at a time. Don't look down the road. Look at today. Look at tomorrow. That's all, you know. That's all you can do, my friend. It'll work its way out. Karen, good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Kibo, I love to do a live with you. Yeah, absolutely. Let's make it happen. It'd be awesome. Sit down and have a chat. I was checking you out in one of your videos the other day. The one I think you had your kids on there. I was like, man, I miss them being that small. As I've said before, mine 15 and 12, and time flies, friend. Gotta cherish those moments. Lennox, I suffer from depression, like deep, dark depression. Focus on what's priority and you'll get through. Absolutely. Yeah, that depression is a whole nother beast. That's the absolute best thing. You know, the weight loss is awesome, but I can assure you, getting that fat and protein, getting what your body needs. And for me, honestly, I mention it every time, you know, my faith is one of the biggest keys to getting past that was me through. And that's the only way for me. Jesus is the way for me. Jesus and carnivore is only two things that ever changed my life. Carnivore Scott, hello Sean. Hey, it's good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well tonight. Lennox, I'm trying healthy keto carnivore a week, and I'll be trying like my 8th antidepressant by. Yeah, absolutely. And that meat, you know, I've heard people testify all through this community that Carnivore did what antidepressants couldn't. I'm not saying don't take them. I'm not suggesting that at all. You need to definitely listen to what, the counsel that you trust and surround yourself with. But what I am saying is get some of that fat and that protein, and it'll probably make a huge change in your life, my friend. Do what you can do. 1% better is better than nothing. That's right. It takes baby steps. Absolutely. Thanks for the super chat, Carnivore Scott. I appreciate that, my friend. The super sticker. That means a lot, man. Every time somebody invests in me and invests in the channel, it helps keep this message going, and it goes back into the channel. Carnivore Chris, I was depressed too. Didn't care if I woke up, lost 200 on keto, and now my last 70 or so on carnivore, reverse diabetes too. Yeah, absolutely, me too. And it's amazing, my friend. You can't put a price tag on that. Getting rid of that diabetes was amazing. People talk about it not being able to be done. We did it. Depression, I didn't take an antidepressant. I reversed the depression and got out of that pit. And so, yeah, absolutely, it's amazing. Oh, let's see here. Let's see what it says. I don't know why it says that. This thing's gave me something weird. I hope my signal's good. I'm running off nothing but cell phone signal because, like I said, my internet's out, our power's out, but it's not anymore. But let's see here. Show. There we go. I don't know, Metamorphosis. Had your comment hit, I had to push some buttons. I'd be glad to do a live with you. Just let me know. My email is listed on my channel, and it will be a blast. Absolutely, yeah. You guys, I'll let you know. I gotta do some scheduling. I gotta sit down and do some of that stuff. I've been taking a back seat. My head is, since I started the new job, man, it's been something that I've been trying to focus on for at least the last 2 weeks. That's why I've been doing a little bit of things here and there, but I haven't been doing a whole lot just because I've been trying to keep my head straight. I've been doing a lot. When you're faced with situations, I read a lot of trauma reports, and a lot of those situations are people's worst day. It involves a lot of different situations, and yeah, especially even those with kids. And sometimes that stuff can get to you, and I got to keep my head right because I've seen that in the field quite a bit as a paramedic, and sometimes it brings stuff up that you got to deal with. And one of the most things that I figured out and found out that you got to do is I got to take care of me, or I'm not going to be much of a YouTuber or a dad or a husband or anything else. So definitely got to do that. But I absolutely plan on getting some stuff scheduled in, and getting with some of you guys and getting some stuff done because I enjoy conversating and talking with you all. Carnivore Scott, greetings from Huntsville, Alabama. You're not far from old Kip. Shocking Brad, North Carolina here as well. Awesome. Yeah, there's a lot of people, man. I actually got an email yesterday from somebody in probably about 30-45 minutes away from me here. So it's nice to meet all you guys right around here. Yeah. See, I started talking junk. Now they're trying to cut me off. Oh, goodness. Thank you. Congrats. Appreciate that. Hillary Wallace, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot. Congrats on the 10K. Yeah, thank you guys. And that was the main reason for me jumping on tonight. 100%. I want to say thank you to each and every person that sees this, and just say I appreciate you. I do value each and every one of you that come here, listen to the channel, watch the videos, donate to the channel. Without the donations and super chats, a lot of this I wouldn't be able to keep doing it because it does. Obviously, it takes money to keep the programs going and stuff. It takes money to keep the equipment caught up, and there's plenty more that I want to do, but that's down the road and it's working. And I have actually sent a message to have Dr. Barry come back on. Hopefully we can work that out, because we got a fulfillment to keep. Remember the fulfillment, the commitment I made to him whenever we first started the channel, and I believe that's going to be a great show, or great video for you guys, and some contestants that should be finding out here pretty soon. Oh, like I said, thanks Hillary for the super chat. I appreciate that, friend. Thank you for sharing your story. Grumpy Old Ben, good morning from the Philippines. 7 hours into a quarterly fast, feeling great. Your positive videos help me to stay focusing on track. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Ben. That means a lot. And I wish you the best, and I'm thankful and glad to see, you having some success. And 2 years in maintenance is amazing, my friend. So absolutely, I appreciate that a lot. Carnivore Scott, small groups are essential. Absolutely, you got to have that accountability. Yanni B Day. Okay, Siledo. Thank you. Perfectly incorrect. I got a channel too. I was keto 4 years now, carnivore over 7 months now. I am happy to support and motivate anyone that needs it. Absolutely, come on to the group, my friend. I was mentioning the Facebook group. You are more than welcome to come jump in with us. We'll welcome you with open arms, my friend. Like I said, she does have a channel. Everybody go give her some support and love too. Absolutely. Community is everything. I agree. Everyone liking the video will help. So yeah, absolutely. Everybody hit that like button. That would help a lot. I always forget that. Helping like the video, watching the video. It's not just the donating. I mentioned that. Buying the gear, donating, liking, subscribing, sharing. Bring your friends, let them watch. All that stuff helps. Obviously, it's about getting the message out to people and sharing the hope with others. That's the main thing for me. And that's why I forget about a lot of the other stuff sometimes. And whenever I think of it, I try to mention it. Now my children have young children, get to enjoy it all over again. Yeah, absolutely. I hope I got a few years for that to happen. But yeah, love to heal everyone from what ails them. Got to be the Lord's soldiers. Yeah, absolutely. I would too, honestly. And that's why I am extremely passionate about this message. I'm extremely cautious about what I listen to and the people that I support when it comes to the YouTube. I try to be extremely careful about who I tie my name to and what I'm involved with. I would give it a lot of consideration. And there's certain things that go on YouTube, man, that I just can't agree with, and don't buy into, and certain things I do. But not everybody out there has got the best of intentions, and not everybody out there has got the best of ideas. And some things that may look good, oftentimes aren't good. So I'm not going to get into a lot of that, but I just will say that you can't listen to every voice out there. You got to listen to your body. You've got to put the right things in, and you've got to see things for what they are. And that's why I've always tried to be 100% open and 100% real with people. It's not Hollywood, but it's real. And so I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Let's see. Sleep. It have been so much better. Absolutely. Sleep is. Absolutely. I've been carnivore 2.5 months, but today ate some ground beef with mushrooms and spaghetti sauce. I feel a bit bad, but I'm not going to fall off the wagon. My depression, joint, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to feel a little bad, get back on track. That's all you got to do, my friend. Everybody slips, everybody falls, but you just jump back on. So I appreciate you, friend. Hillary Loss, absolutely. Jesus is how I'm still alive today. Couldn't do it without him. 100%. Absolutely. It's not worth it to try to do it without him. I agree. Carnivore Queenum, good to see you. Good to see you. My metaphors, y'all talking between you said, hello, Sean, hope great life. Absolutely, Matt. Appreciate you, brother. Absolutely, it is. Hope all is great in your life. It is, my friend. I'm excited. Better now. Carnivore Chris, y'all talking about, if you got a question, throw it in the chat. If not, I'm gonna wrap this thing up here pretty soon. Like I said, the main reason I jumped on was I wanted to say thank you. Kip, thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate that. It means a lot. On Carrie's channel, and I recognize you and I appreciate the donation. That means a lot to me, friend. Let's see, Paul. Good to see you, Elm City, North Carolina. Good to see you. That's another one not far. Start off with intro and go from there. I mean, you can sing on here too. I commit certain days, carnivore videos, and then singing videos. Absolutely, that's cool. Oh, 10K is awesome and well deserved. Thank you, Wick. There's another one right there. I got a video with Wick. I've already done one with him. I got to get him on here. Me and him are trying to work something out to do a live together. There's so many of you guys, man. and I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and we'll make these things happen. Quick carnivore, Kiwi carnivore. What in the world am I? It's so small. It's smaller than on Streamyard. Hi from New Zealand. Love your stuff. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that. I hope everything's well in New Zealand. You out there with Professor K. Good stuff, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Week goes carnivore. Yes. The carnivore queen who started my YouTube journey. How often should I film? That's completely up to you. I wouldn't get crazy with it. I mean, you do what feel. Honestly, I am the worst person in the world probably to ask YouTube advice from. I base my YouTube stuff off of two things. One thing is I try to do what I would want to see or what I think that you guys would want to see and can be beneficial. There's a lot of people that get on YouTube and just talk and don't really say anything at all. I try to either give thanks, encourage people, or give people information that is useful that they can use that's practical and that they would enjoy. So have a direction and have a plan. Number two, I would feel like I for the month of July, I had just the most random busy schedule you could imagine. Scheduling people to come on, I could have spaced that out and drawn that content out for a while, but I wanted to get it to the people. I knew the shows were going to be good, and so I would at least try to do maybe twice a week. But at the same time, if that doesn't fit into your schedule, space it out more. Just do what you can do to put good stuff out there for people that's useful, and it doesn't put you in a bind. Um, that's when YouTube is a whole different beast. It's one thing to you know to be on the journey and have to change your way of thinking and change your way of eating and put the work in for that. Trying to do that on top of the figure out YouTube and run that stuff is incredibly taxing. That's why, folk make sure that you don't suffer in the process. That's one of the things that I've tried to find the balance with. And one of my main priorities is not losing my balance at the same time keeping the YouTube thing going. So that's my only advice for that I can give you for that. Maybe twice a week would be a good place to start. But that's awesome. Good to know. Oh, let's see here. Sorry. Perfectly fair. Hi there. Congratulations. That's amazing. The message out. Yeah, getting the message out. That's absolutely it. Sorry for your loss as well. I'm extremely in a dark place. That would want anyone to feel. Yeah, absolutely. Annabella, the happy carnivore. Hi, everybody. Hope you're all well. Day 40 on carnivore today. Absolutely. Congratulations on day 40. That is awesome. And she's saying hi to Santa. Yeah, absolutely. I hope it's good to see Santa in here. Oh, me too. Thank God. Absolutely. I agree. Anyway, let's see here. It's getting dark in South Carolina, just like up here in Maryland. Off for a walk. I go. Bye, everyone. It's good to see you, Brian. I hope all's well for you. I'm about to jump off too. It is getting dark. I don't want to have another nighttime video. And obviously, like I said, you guys say a prayer for us because the internet's out still after 26 hours or 27 hours. The power's been off. I haven't been able to work, haven't been able to do anything. The only way I'm on here is from on the cell phone. And it's probably getting tired of me running it dead and charging it and running it dead and charging it. But hopefully all that'll go good. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, you guys that send the emails to be part of the Dr. Barry group, you guys be watching your emails because those should be coming out here in the next few days. I've already been in touch with them, figuring out how to get everybody in there. And there's probably some more information that I will have to get from some of you guys, but you guys will get an email on that from me very soon. Hey Joyce, good to see you. Hey Janine, good to see you as well. The Kirby Life, Meat Dude, good to see you, my friend. Thank you. Wick, absolutely. Robin, good to see you. Less junk, more health. God bless. Absolutely. God bless you too, my friend. Lioness Hiker, blessings. Absolutely. You too. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm at the end, but there was a Carnivore app as I don't use Facebook. Yeah. I wish there was an app for Carnivore. That'd be a good idea. But yeah, we got the groups in Facebook. I actually started trying to get in the Instagram figured out. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Rumble, which I never mentioned on here. If you guys are on Rumble, check me out on Rumble. There's Kerry right there. Congrats, well deserved on the 100,000 fast. It goes faster now. You deserve. Thanks, Kerry. I appreciate that, brother. Listen, I'm a long way from 100K, but I'm extremely thankful and I'm extremely humbled by the support that I've gotten from you guys. And I definitely want to say that I love you guys. I'm getting encouraged. The messages, the support you guys not only show me, but you show everybody else in the community. You never know whose life you're going to change. It's good. It could be someone that is watching you that you have no earthly idea about. That's the life you might change. So keep putting the message out there and keep spreading the word. Keep showing that support. If you guys love this content, invest in it. I appreciate it. It's not a requirement, but appreciate it. You guys have other channels, support them because it absolutely goes a lot further than you think. Like all the videos, subscribe to the channels. Make sure you're supporting and putting their stuff out there, and that stuff goes a long way, and it's encouraging as well. So I appreciate you guys doing that. And like I said, the main message of this was just to jump on. I will jump back on and do some more lives later on whenever we finally get internet back in this house and I can get back to work. Hopefully I won't get fired. I'm still in training. And I had to call my boss, like I said, and tell her that the internet's been out for over 26 hours. Hopefully I got it back on by tomorrow. But I got some more lives planned, and thank you, Robin. I appreciate you throwing that in there. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Um, Absolutely. I appreciate you investing in it, my friend. And but nevertheless, I don't want to get much further out here because we're going to be out in the dark. But you, sir, are an inspiration at another level. Carnivore legend. Only get started. Absolutely. Thank you, Kerry. I appreciate that, brother. Shout out from H-Town. Oh, absolutely. You guys take care. I'm going to jump off here because I could talk to you. And I'm looking forward to hearing all the success stories. I'm looking forward to sharing the journey with you guys. I'm looking forward to the channel hitting the next 10K, and we're going to celebrate big time. I appreciate it. Love you guys. You guys stay strong and keep pushing forward. And we will see. Thank you, Kerry. I appreciate that, brother. Metamorphosis, y'all have a good night.